kidding, I won't.
All right, what is up, CTFers? Welcome to our Week 8 matchup between Delta Force and Fotia. We're just getting into the starting of the countdown here, but we've just read off the rules, which are the usual um, MMR with one ninja cat per map. The limits are 0 dwarf, fashionista, 1 archer, assassin, engineer, mage, necro, pyro, and scout, 2 chemists, elves, and medics, and then we've got 3 heavies, ninjas, and soldiers. This is going to be a 12v12 matchup with the first map here being Slate 1. Yeah, we're getting right into it here, actually. Trev, do you have any thoughts on how the teams might perform in this?
Well, the first thing I got to mention is Delta Force's last performance in beating the previously undefeated team that it was the Baguettes. So that's obviously a pretty impressive feat on its own. Fotia, not a bad team, but when you're going up against the team that's beaten the best team, you got to be a little worried about if you're Fotia. So I think Delta Force, while they don't have some of their main players like Sprat or who the hell is Baseball Boy? Is that Esafron? Okay. So just mainly Sprat's missing from their lineup. I still think they're going to kind of dominate this match.
Yeah, speaking of dominating, we do see both offenses actually doing pretty well with Gengar Sleep getting out his soldier and Tom B53 trying to get above the flag as chemist here. He has taken a lot of pressure though and has 0 health pots. Aiming for the
Yeah,
backspin, he's gonna
Gengar.
have a ninja. Yeah.
Yeah, Gengar there hit the new corner and went down. Looks like Spades on Ninja. Interesting roster choice. Take down Tom there.
Yeah, that is also an interesting thing with as far as defensive compositions go. We definitely do see we've seen in the past some bulk heavier defenses here, but I think we only have Zarpin on heavy is the only bulk player for Delta Force at the moment, and they are actually running Game
Well,
Ninja.
interesting, but I think Zarpin's CPS will add up to 2 bulk players, so I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference.
That's a fair point for sure. Despite Zarpin's performance, do we see a Verged as heavy? A recent pickup for Fotia getting out as heavy on the spawn side of Delta Force here. And on the other
No
side, I
one
think
ahead
we
of
also
him.
have.
No stay. Good will get knocked back by Ogun. Will probably go down stage here. Yeah, unfortunately.
That's true, yeah. Again, we see at the exact same time almost both offenses getting steals and getting out, but then going down to recovery efforts. Which is really interesting how the paces kind of line up here for both teams. A lot of performance and success on this map, I think, is going to come from how well the offenses can route and how creatively they can just maneuver around the bulk players and the ninjas on the other team's defenses.
Looks like Cup's going to be able to get a steal and pass to Rain here. Is heavy on top. Rain is full health. With the medic, he's going to go right instead of running it down mid. Interesting choice. Will allow Flochi to get kind of cut up and kind of cut him off there. He might go down damage here. He is death tagged. Medic is there, but won't be able to heal and get that regen in time because he did get restored previously. I want. Oop, just kidding. Died. Back to spawn. Both teams not running Archer. I don't think I see anyone playing it. Interesting choice. I think Archer's this map's kind of weird for Archer. It's definitely more worth it once offenses get out versus when they're coming over. But I still think you should run it regardless. I wonder if any team will opt to make that switch because Pepe and Winter are both not playing.
Yeah, definitely. It's notable. It's definitely worth noting that both Archer mains for the respective teams here are not online. We did see Winter online earlier, so she's definitely ready to sub in if needed, I'm sure. But
Ooh, Tom gets a
yeah.
huge boost out.
Oh,
If he can avoid this assassin, which he can. That still can
the
really clean
backup.
back up steal.
Yeah.
He shouldn't get cut off here. He's probably gonna make it a top spawn. Let's see if the medic's anywhere near. Pig 3 is there. I don't believe she's assassinate unless she killed someone. Is not, but he probably will cut off by Obi, who does have no stake. Yeah, spawn assassin. Code doing his infamous thing of leaving the flag room, but luckily Super Ben is there to stop him and to back up his own.
However, with just Ben on the flag, 2 Fotia offense players get in, Tom and a Verge. Averges heavy with the steal, trying to get out front, but gets cut off by Zarpin at the staircase, and now it just leaves Pesto probably dying to the 6 players in the Delta Force flag room. And as far as Delta Force's offense goes here, we have Gengar Sleep waiting to enter the flag as Soldier on top. I think he's been spotted by Haynes Ninja though. As they've got one medic who's death tag coming through the open tunnel, and Gengar tries to go for the steal here with Rain making a distraction play, and Snowbreak runs right past the flag, unable to pick up, has to come back.
Unlucky.
That's really unfortunate for him.
Add that to the flag miss pickup compilation that people have been sending.
That's going to be a long
Just to get a little bit of boosted there. We'll get caught in that web and we'll get frenzied by code. Yeah, Dave made an interesting point. Let me see what he said. Yeah, Fotia should be running Necro Elf because there are 2 ninjas and Assassin. I think Necro could definitely get a ton of value here.
I agree with that. Double Ninja with the Scout on Delta Force's defense is an interesting choice. We have got a Ninja steal from Haynes, definitely. Yeah,
he's going to make it to spawn, it looks like.
Might get caught by Pig 3 there. No.
Oh, we'll get past to Cherry, and Cherry might get this cap if they can recover on Snowbreak in time.
Yeah, however, Snowbreak is with the medic support and going for the OP sponge as Chemist.
Hopefully Fotia don't opt to pass because there are 2 ninjas there, but they do make themselves obvious.
Cupcake doing a good job of knocking back the heavy and the scout on Fotia's side to prevent Snowbreak from getting knocked off the map, and Snowbreak does make it to the OP sponge, avoiding the swaps from Jaden. And
he's very low, 0 health pots. Oh, he goes down to Tom there. This is Pig 3. But hello.
We didn't even see that on stream. I don't think Pig 3 with a huge.
I think she was shifting. She was shifting behind the corner of the OP tunnel, I believe.
Oh, well played.
Crazy. Esofron with a good backup still, and this might just be a cap. He's just kind of running it. Only 2 ninjas in front of him, but he's a good amount of support with him. Does get knocked back 400,000 blocks into 5 people and dies. Unfortunate KV there by Eso. But yeah, really exciting last 40 seconds of Minecraft.
I have to agree with that. I think a lot of offenses have actually intentionally tried to play for backups and stuff, and that makes it really exciting to watch. A little more chaotic to play in for sure, but it definitely increases your chances of getting out and getting across the map with those backup steals.
Still no respect to people who backup steal.
Of course.
They're getting 4 people in. They're kind of getting group fought. Pesto getting boosted up, but also getting hit in the corner at the same time. On fire. The medics doing their best to heal him, but he'll probably be down to spades here. Big brand. A lot of people are saying the stream's too quiet. If you could turn the volume up or something. Pesto is out with this whole team supporting him. So if they get rid of this assassin, which they just did, it looks like he will be able to a little further. He's still at mid though with the 3 heavies in front of him. Jeez, that's
3 heavies
pretty scary.
And the scout. If the scout gets the death tag here, all this bulk damage may be too much for Eso to survive.
He does get restored there though. Oh, Jaden opts for the swap back instead of a void swap. Interesting choice. Assassin is above. Eso does see it, and Islandinger does go for the assassin right away. A little too obvious on their part. Eso's still death tagged. He could go down here. There's still a lot of people in front of him. So it gets that recoverage. All they need to do is just support their carrier. Play pretty at the offensive medic. That's him. Oh my gosh. He's death tagged again?
Oh, Pig 3 with a good clear of the recovery efforts there. That was well played. I think the heavy would have done a lot of damage, but we see Cherry actually with a medic steal, I think, getting out on good webbing the recov, and gets swapped into the assassinate, but has to block and gets caught up to by the recov. And that's going to be the first cap after the recover Cherry for Delta Force.
Good job on Eso proving that Chemist is still a tank class, regardless of resistance not being there anymore.
Yeah, definitely. I think they have been running double chem the entire time, and it took them a few minutes. It was a little over 8 minutes, I think, for the first cap, but definitely still a solid performance from the Delta Force offense.
It seems like Fotia has been doing pretty good work as well, getting a couple good steals. Like Tom's been getting out pretty much. Pesto's had some good backup steals, but I think Pesto I don't think he can do well on his own, so I think he should just try and like play with his team more versus going for backup steals.
Yeah, and Dave also made a good point. Against the double ninja and scout of Fotia's defense, the elf, who I believe is 100th or Barney, he's come back recently and has, I guess you could consider a pickup for Fotia, but he has been on the roster for a while, just hasn't been playing. He has been trying to get steals as best he can, but I think running that into a double ninja and scout defenses, especially on a map like Slate where you don't see a lot of success from elf, honestly, um, it, we I don't know how successful that will be because he just tries to get the water down but dies really fast, and that will remove the water.
Yeah, I don't think the
But
water's worth it. He should definitely because I think he's a good PvPer from casual. I think he should maybe if he owns the Necro class or knows how to play it, I think he should try that or maybe heavy or honestly just another soldier just to have some more survivability because they're just going down to scout and ninja. Ralph. I remember getting tossed around like a salad in Fotia's flagger and does get caught in the web there. Cupcake will be able to get the region off, not restore quite yet. Probably doesn't need to restore yet. Has
oh yeah,
full
he
five
is
health pots.
yeah looking
Nice
very
swap by
strong here.
Jaden. Seems like getting some good. Doesn't get the death tag off somehow. That's a, oh, does it? Oh my gosh, Snowbreak did not see that assassin. That was very close to him going down there.
Whew.
We will go down to the OP tunnel, and this looks like it'll be a temporary stalemate until they can recover on Tom, which looks like they will. Huntress with a
Yeah,
good elf backup steal, proving Carson wrong. That elf,
definitely, yeah.
just kidding. It's still bad.
Well, we do
He's
see him
getting
try to get out here.
no one
Now
in
that
directly in front of him. Haynes is there to support. Is he gonna take? Oh, is he gonna hit the lag switch? No lag
here he
switch.
goes,
Okay.
relatively far distance from the sponge there. I wouldn't
I
call it a
don't think
mad
his
cap
team
though.
knows where he's going. Yeah, his team. No one was there. I don't think he told his team where he was going. But yeah, and yeah, second capture builds points.
Yeah, we've definitely seen Fotia's defense, Fotia's defense struggle a little bit against the double chemist from Delta Force. Um, it's interesting to see that we do have two chemist caps or the first caps for Delta Force here. Normally in the season so far, we haven't seen chemist getting as many caps as like soldier and elf, but I think for maps like this and against defenses like Fotia, who may have their bulk out of place in some scenarios, that could definitely work for them. I respect the choice.
100th giving the middle finger to Carson again, getting far out as elf. Gonna take the tunnel. Tom will meet him there, but he probably go down to Obi here. Yeah, very close to getting support from Tom's living hands, but we'll go down before that chance can happen.
Averged as
Never
heavy, but
been
back.
1v1ing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that medic was doing a good job beating his ass. Um, just kind of running it down right side. Has three things in front of him, five things now, just all giving him some love. Um, yeah, he's gonna go down here, going to this very annoying corner. Ninja is there, but Obi is there to hold that back up. Pesto, another backup. God damn it, Pesto. Two stake going out OP tunnel. We'll get help. Ooh, dodges that web. Nice job on him. We'll be able to get up. His whole team is there. There's no medic, unfortunately, though, so he's still the medic is there.
Pig
I
dropping down
believe he
into the
just got
cosmic,
restored.
but goes
He get
down.
restore, so he is pretty healthy, but I didn't realize Snowbreak had the flag. Code is there with Frenzy, hiding his axe from Pesto, and will go down to Code there. Yeah, I'm not sure if Pesto didn't see that or how his team didn't call it out, but that's very unfortunate because that could have been a really good opportunity. But Snowbreak, relatively healthy, not healthy at all, actually, half health, zero pots. I'm just kidding. Um,
A lot
good,
of recovery
good just
turning
to
around on
restore,
him.
yeah.
Good job from Fotia offense turning around to go for the recov, but I think Pig 3 clears again, like all the recov effort again. And now it's
And
just a
this will
Ninja
be,
running the third cap here. There they go.
that's going to be that.
So I believe I wasn't paying attention to time there. That may have been 15 or so minutes. Was that the time? I'm not sure, but definitely a solid 3-0 from Delta Force there.
Yeah, it looked like it was closer towards the beginning of the map, but then as it went on, it looked like Delta Force just kind of, no, I don't want to say steamrolled, but they just kind of proved that they were the better and more capable team. It was close. Fotia did have a good couple opportunities, but I think a lot of those opportunities were lost to poor communication and poor like game sense choices, which is like not, which isn't a bad thing when you're like a newer team full of newer players. I
Yeah,
think it
for
was a good
sure.
performance. It was a 3-0, but it was like a close 3-0.
That I have to agree with that a lot. Yeah, I think the errors that we saw on Fotia's end are definitely things to improve on. I know they've been working really hard and are pretty dedicated, honestly, to working as a team together. But there definitely are still some things to work on, which is definitely fine for a new team. Um, I think it's safe to say they were the underdog coming into this match,
Hmm.
and the 3-0, you know, on paper a 3-0 is a 15-minute 3-0 is the same as a 5-minute 3-0. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely a good showing for them, saying they were able to like last most of the map, I guess you could say.
Are highlights happening? Do we still talk over highlights? I don't ever remember. Sounds good. All right. Pepe hasn't subbed in quite yet. Maybe that's why we're waiting on. Brandino is a noob streamer, no highlights. Brand, if you want to TP to me, I'm in like middle above the river, like dead middle. I'll like reenact the highlights of the map. Where are you? Let's see. I see Dave. I see Carson. I see Yami. Oh hey. Okay, so here I'm Snowbreak, right? Here's this tree is blue flagger. Or red flagger. No, blue flagger. I steal the flag. I walk across mid. I get tossed around at mid, and then I triple damage pop the ninja on my flagger and then cap. So this is Red's post. I forgot to mention. So that was a good reenactment. What happened last time? For this map, as far as this goes, I'm Sprat's back in for Gengar and now Winter. So it looks like they have their pretty much their starting roster. And now with Rain and Cupcake and Snowbreak in, this is like arguably Delta Force's best roster. I think it's fair to say. So I would be surprised if they didn't just 4-0 here. I think it's a 4-cap map, right? Uh,
Um, yes,
yes, it
that's
is.
correct. It's a 4-cat map,
Yeah, so I,
so
I I don't see Fotia winning this map, especially with this with the Delta Force's best roster in now. They'd have to pull something pretty impressive. And I don't even see their main archer online unless he changes IGN.
it's yeah, Pepe is definitely not online. I'm wondering if at all they may run Snow or Jaden on Archer. I have seen him, yeah, a couple times in the past run Archer in a Fotia versus
Interesting.
PBM. So we'll see. They've got a couple players who may be able to flex on Archer. Haynes definitely as well. Brandino pointing out. I'm interested to see, and it is Jaden actually that we see on the Archer here. We'll see how he matches up against Winter, who has already taken her position on the buildings here.
Both teams running the same offensive comp, it looks like, except Double Chemist. Wait, just kidding. They were doing it last map. Yeah, same offensive comps. No, Delta Force not being met at all at mid. Their offense all just got in, and looks like they're gonna give the steal to SO. But getting knocked in the water is one of the worst things ever in this map. He might go down to Haynes here. There's one health pot. If something here doesn't hit him,
Oh,
ooh, unlucky.
we did see a steal from Tom there, but he went down in the flagrum to Code Bash and the Pyro. Um, Iso trying to pot his way away from the ninjas and recov efforts on him. I think he is about home free here with this cap. We've got Haynes' ninja maybe trying to quick drop him, but he's going to fail there. And
Yeah,
that's going
with
to be,
5 people around a carrier, we're gonna be really hard to quick drop
yeah.
someone. Only someone like Rongerbox could get quick drop like that.
You've got, yeah, you've got some players like that who may be able to be quick drop. We'll see how they perform in their matches. If Ronger's not Pyro, that is. But we've got a steal
That's true.
almost out from 100th, but Elf again getting caught. Not being able to wind out of that doorway is really frustrating, getting caught in the ledges and stuff like that.
I can see Fotia roaming push up a lot more because they're just kind of chilling around their flag room mostly. I just see like 2 ninjas. They're not playing near the river enough, in my opinion. They're just kind of playing at the buildings around on the flag building, and it's letting Delta Force just kind of get too close. And like once again, all 5 of them are about to get in, or all 5 of them are around the flag room. Rain with an extremely clean steal, 4 stake, almost full health. Archer don't even know where Jaden's playing. Right, Jaden not even looking at him. Does he dueling Winter? Good job in Winter. Is the match already over, Mike?
Oh, we have a steal from 100th again, but goes down to a lot of damage from Recov on Delta Force's part. Again, yeah, I think you're right about Ninjas not roaming up hard enough for Fotia. we have Mr. Mid Control himself here on Delta Force. Spartan 33 has talked so much about mid control on this map and other maps, and I think that the mid control for Fotia has just been lacking, and it allows, like we've seen several times, just too many offenders to handle get into the flag at once.
Yeah, two quick ones, as they say. Rain dropping the facts in chat. Bella is indeed the best soldier. So out. Oh, he is very out. Oh, Archer's not. Oh my gosh, the Archer knockback kind of messed up pick 3 there. I think she tried to assassinate Pesto.
I'm pretty sure she actually did use the. Oh, I was wrong.
Well, just kidding. She did not use it.
There's the
Unless
assassin from.
she did the glitch. Hunter's getting out, getting walled by Spades. Gets a little boost there. Yeah, he's just kind of running forward. No wind, I assume. Praying to whatever he believes in. And yeah, we'll go down there.
On the other side of things, we have Rain trying to get out of the flag room as Soldier, but a nice web from Cypridiat there, blocking his path, and he just decides to drop to allow.
Yeah, that was the first time Fotia has recoved match. This map, excuse me.
Yeah, it's definitely with the first recov being a few minutes in, that's tough for them to. I think they just have to spread out and just try to cover offenders before they get to the flag room. Really, a lot of inexperienced defenders may have a tendency to just kind of like hang around flag room and only pay attention to the ones that are close to your flag, but roaming is really key, especially on this map. So again, we see a steal from Rain here, getting out his soldier on top of the flag, trying to avoid headshots. He drops down to the medic who is there with the regen, but he's really low now, and is honestly just trying to avoid as much damage as he can.
Rick is there for a backup ninja steal. I'm not sure if they're playing around that. It looks like everyone just left Rain alone. So yeah, he will go down to damage there. So let's see if Snowbreak gets this backup steal. Just kidding, he will not, because Rob Freddy, aka Fire Sled, is there.
Yep, and another soldier steal from Pesto here. He's one stake, almost to mid, and is taking a lot of damage from the ninja. And Obi, realizing that Pig 3 is behind him, just kind of pushes Pesto into the assassin. Tom with a ninja steal, perhaps, but Spades is there waiting. Good game sense from him. Noticing when the flag room is open, and just waiting for that pyro to return there.
It's too bad Jake's not online. I don't think I've seen Jake in a match since like some of the earlier week matches. I think Jake and Tom had a lot of good synergy together, and it's too bad they haven't been able to show this in matches where they could be able to. Well, I think they had the potential to cap against any team really, but it's just too bad that their offense isn't totally synergized yet.
Yeah, lacking the veteran elf player in Yep is definitely a setback for an offense like Fotia. Because yeah, we saw in the earlier weeks. I think week 1 was the last time Rundown was played, and we saw Jake get several caps and several ninja steals. He pretty much dominated those first matches there.
He cleans up the archer. If Rain can get out, be a little free here. Just get knocked back by what's their face? We'll get regen from Cupcake. Pesto out with it on the other side. That's more interesting. Let's talk about Pesto. I don't like Rain. He is out at mid already. Nothing in front of him. The archer is in range, but doesn't have open angle quite yet. Someone needs to get in the archer, otherwise. Oh my god, code crazy. And yeah, someone needed to get on that archer. And ooh, 100th was very close to getting that. Rain does go down to Aiden there, so both archers getting the recubs there. Good work on both of them. I think it's the first important headshot James gotten. One try, I guess. I don't think she's gotten a headshot on a carry yet.
Yeah, good recovs there from both the archers again. Obviously, last map we didn't see them, so it's good to see them both getting those moments like that on this map. And Delta Force's offense getting a little bit more split up, but again, they still have a good number of them getting near the flag room at the same time. That's how we see Snowbreak get out as Chemist here, trying to go down mid, staying inside the headshot range of the archer, and on that sponge area, which is a little bit awkward, he goes down to damage from the ninja and Zia as bulk as well.
It looks like Fotia is getting their stuff together ever since the second cap. It's either that or Delta Force hasn't had their stuff together. I'm not really sure which one it is because I haven't seen much change from the defense. Maybe they're just getting a bit luckier, or Delta Force might be playing a little sloppy. Esso does switch to Elf, his kind of old main, what he was known for. We'll get the water down. Goes for the steal himself. I don't like that. I would have preferred him to wait for a soldier to get that. And Rain does get that backup steal. Hero stake 5 hearts. We'll go down to 2 ninja hits. He's one tap right now.
On the other side of the building, though, if he had, oh man, I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there because it could have worked maybe if Rain had just not gone on top of the building and dropped down on the flag room side, because Cupcake was really close there and probably could have gotten at least regen, if not restore, to Rain on that soldier steal. But we've got a good looking push from Delta Force here actually. Yeah, ISO with an L steal. A lot of the recov on Fotia's side getting held up in the flag room by Delta Force support, so it allows ISO to get pretty far before he gets contested by these 2 ninjas. Spart trying to help him clear those 2 out. Tom with a steal but goes down in the flag room is heavy. ISO in front of their spawn, so we'll check out Pesto, who does go down to Pig 3. Another good play from Pig 3 there. She's had so many recoveries against Fotia offense, and it's going to be just about it until we see the 3rd capture from Delta Force here. Islandinger tries to go in for a last second recap, but unfortunately fails there. Barney with a 100th with a almost ninja steal, but has to respawn there. They've got a lot in the flag room, so I don't think a ninja steal would be possible in that scenario, at least. We've seen it's getting repetitive, honestly. I feel myself repeating Pig 3 getting the recav a lot. Dave has a good point. She's definitely getting a lot of good moments here on this rundown map. I know I've seen players like Chick D and Pig 3, just good assassin players who understand exactly where the offenders are paying the least attention. I think that's the key to really popping off on this map.
Yeah, definitely. Pesto out again, going the same route he always goes. We'll get the restore. Don't think he needed it though. That might bite him in the ass later. So let's get knocked back by Obi and kind of getting walled by Put around pretty alone right now. He will meet Rain. Let's see if they 1v1. He's one tap right now. Yeah, unfortunate. This looks like, bar anything crazy happening, like Rain getting booted, this should be the 4th cap in the match. Yeah, what Dave just said, he goes the exact same route every time, and Rain will get this nice little boost into the flag post, and that's going to be at 7-0 for Delta Force.
Yeah, again, a really strong showing from Delta Force offense, staying grouped there. I think they definitely took advantage of the lack of mid control that Fotia was showing on defense. So they did a good job just knowing when to group up and when to play for those steals when everyone was on the flag. Their offense really showed up on map 2. I think they had a little bit of a slow start map 1. We saw some momentum gathering there as they got their 2nd and 3rd captures on Slate, and then we definitely saw them turn into full gear here on map 2.
Mm. So as far as player of the game goes, do people like interviews? Do people listen to those? I'll tag some people. Obi not in the server anymore?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Obi's definitely not.
but he was here.
Yeah, we could look for players like Obi for the interview, and ISO as well could definitely hop in for the interview. For player of the game, though,
I think the girl Issa was FaceTiming could be player of the game. If you guys are reading chat, he was on FaceTime with the girl during this whole match, so maybe she could have been it.
well, that's interesting. Yeah, definitely some motivation factors there for that.
Otherwise, I think you guys have said her name quite often in Pick 3. I would like to give it to Issa though for his offensive prowess, but I mean I think Pick 3 did do a ton of work on defense as well.
Yeah, honestly, I especially map 2, map 1 even as well. She got some good moments. I'd have to go with Pig 3. Honorable mentions though, Rain and ISO did, and Snowbreak. Honestly, like they, Delta Force has a lot of good capping threats, and I think they all performed really well on both maps here.
Getting around for someone, not really sure who that someone's going to be. We could just end it and pretend that we ended it accidentally. Yeah, we'll interview Dave, ex Delta Force.
Former member here. Maybe some hot takes on how they performed today in their strong 3040.
Okay, no interview, I guess.
Hello? Yeah.
Um, hey Dave, ex Delta Force member. So given your past knowledge of this team, how do you guys think you'll play? So this is like what the last. Isn't Delta Force done? Isn't there bye week next week?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, no,
So
no, no. They already had a.
oh, oops, I don't know who they play then. Is it like Rocks? No, they played Rocks.
It might be TC.
They already played TC. I don't care. Anyway, so we don't care about the last week match.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what we do care about, Dave, ex Delta Force member, is the bracket stage. Moving forward, how do you think your ex team Delta Force will perform in this bracket, and what adjustments from playoffs should they make to be successful in that bracket stage?
I think since their TB performance, I think they've picked up quite a bit of momentum. So going into the playoffs like that will definitely give them some confidence. I think if they just keep doing what they're doing, in all honesty, like they'll have a good chance. I'm not sure who they'll be facing, probably either CX or Annie, I believe. But
In round one,
yeah, for that playoff. Um, but yeah, I think they'll have a good chance for sure.
yeah, I think kind of the whole joke of them was choking or whatever, and I think
Yeah,
that's kind of in due part to them running newer players, like Coasting and Mystic Mad over like Spades and Obi in some cases. But
yeah.
I think the roster they have today is the roster that they should always play if they have the players. I think this is their strongest 12, and
Hmm.
this 12 can beat any team given like the right circumstance.
Yeah, I think the experienced players like Obi offer. I mean, no disrespect to Coastal or Mystic Matt, they're both very
Yeah,
good players in their individual right. But I think the experience like Obi offers, as you mentioned, is like crucial, especially in the later stages of a game where you need to seal out the victory.
yeah, definitely. Any last words for your team today? Your old
Um,
team's performance, Delta Force.
no, I'm just happy to see them performing so well recently.
Yeah.
Good job,
All
DF.
right. Thank you, ex DF member Dave.
Yeah, I appreciate having you here.
So I think that's gonna be it for this stream. This was Fotia versus Delta Force. Ended up in a 3-0 victory on Slate for Delta Force and a 4-0 victory on Rundown for Delta Force. The player of the game was Pig 3. Um, I believe TF and TB ended earlier, and I think there's another match today. Not sure though. Stay tuned for more content. The last week will be next week, and then we will begin bracket stage.
Yeah, exciting stuff here from both of us. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, stay tuned for the next match for week 8. And then again, we've got a lot of exciting stuff. It's only uphill from here as far as how good these matches are going to get. So I'm excited.
For sure.
But I think that's all we have for you today. So that's me and Trev. Thanks to Brandino for streaming these couple of maps here. Good work from him. And we'll see you next time.